What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today I'm going to be reacting to a video from Sky News Australia titled "Woman Arrested in Front of Her Children for Sharing Opinions About Gender." Yo, wait a minute. How you get arrested for that, for sharing an opinion? You know what, let's just get into it. And see what's happening together.
My next guest is a mother of five. Caroline Farrow is also a Catholic commentator. And last week, she was arrested in front of her children. Why? Because she dares to share her opinion about gender being biological. She also believes it's unchangeable. That has seen her get into a few Twitter spats with trans activists, the types that call J.K. Rowling a bigot and much worse. Last week, while she was roasting a chook for the children, police came in and barged into her home, demanded she hand over all her electrical devices, and then the Surrey police dragged her off to jail, where she spent the next 8 hours frightened and understandably stressed. Caroline Farrow joins me now. Caroline, this is just an incredible...
First off, this is reminding me about recently, this happened in the UK. I think, where did this happen at? I think like England or something? I'm not 100% sure. I know it's over there in that area. But a guy had said something online, and same thing, cops came up to his house and arrested him, and he was like so confused. He's like, what am I getting arrested for? And they were like, oh, because you said this online about like gay people or trans people or something. He was like, are you kidding me right now? So now this is from Australia. Oh, this better not be a thing that's about to just go everywhere now.
Incredible story. Why were you arrested? What heinous crime are you alleged to have committed?
Well, it's not entirely clear, but apparently it's harassment and malicious communications. Harassment relates to a long-running Twitter spat I've had with a transgender activist who sued me 3 times in the civil courts. And what this activist does is he will traduce your reputation on social media. So he will tag in your work and he'll try and get you deplatformed. And he was traducing my character and saying what a terrible person I was, etc., etc. So I pointed out that he had an even more unsavory character than mine was supposed to be. So he then printed off all my tweets and went running off to UK police saying she's harassing me, even though none of the tweets, I mean, I wasn't shown any specific sort of tweet, I don't think, but even though none of the tweets tagged him in and he was blocked from my feed, he just took my tweets to the police and said she's harassing me without any context. And then he got a third party to join in with him and claimed that I was posting on this internet forum called Kiwi Farms. And, you know, someone had been posting memes and things, which he says was me. Well, there's absolutely no evidence to suggest it's me. And in fact, what evidence there is mitigates away from that, because this person was posts a lot of the time on a Sunday morning, and I play the organ in mass on a Sunday morning. There's absolutely no evidence to suggest I'm behind these posts, but the police just seized all my devices so they could get proof. And they've admitted that, actually, Rita. They've said the reason that they had to arrest me was in order to seize my devices. And what's quite scary, they said they had to seize my devices in order to prove the offence, which doesn't make it sound
so
like
you're guilty until... So basically, you're guilty until you can prove you're innocent, until your devices can show, well, actually, I'm in church whilst these were posted. I'm playing the organ, and it's a bit hard to be posting on social media and playing a musical instrument. I mean,
That's wild. Also, it said she was from Surrey, UK. So that's the same area. So I guess over in UK, you make somebody mad online, you could just get arrested. How wild is that? First off, also, hate to say this, but like, the person that got her arrested, oh, you are soft. Look, hold on. You are extremely soft, okay? You would have never made it coming up in the whole internet. Look, man, when the internet first popped up, and especially online gaming, you know how racist it was? Everybody just dropping the N-word every which way as an insult. Oh, you would have never made it. You would have been... That's like the videos. What happened? That chick was she had the Meta headset on, and she claimed her avatar was getting ARPed, and she just like she left the headset on and just screamed the whole time. First off, you can't even get naked and stuff. It's just like avatars bouncing up and down like this. There's no legs and arms and stuff. And she said she just sat there screaming and watched. It's like, bro, if you don't take the headset off and cut the game off and repop back in, what's wrong with you? What do you... It's not real. It's a game. Oh, this... Y'all soft. Y'all soft.
It is crazy. And when these trans activists have harassed you, when they have actually sent communication that does cross the line into harassment or threats, have you made a complaint to police? And if you have, what has been the response?
Yeah, well, I've actually given up complaining to the police. So there was a blog set up a few years ago. It produced death threats, it produced rape threats, it sort of outed all the personal details of all my family. It outed my children's schools. It talked about whether or not it wanted to disfigure my children's faces with acid. I had my photos put on Pornhub. We had, there was a period of weeks where we had takeaways being sent to us like 7-8 times a day for 3 weeks. And then again during lockdown, this blog took responsibility.
Now that's harassment. What are we talking about right now? And the police did nothing for that? Oh, that's crazy. That's wild. First off, you could be mad at me all you want. The moment you toss my kids up into it, all the gloves are off. No holds barred. You catching all the smoke in the world. You would be lucky I don't pull up on you in person and we work it out face to face, because you catching hands. You not bringing my kids up into it. Oh, that's wild.
So it knew how my children got to school and where they went. It encouraged people to come to our house. One police officer said to me, I've never seen anything quite so bad, but the investigating officer basically said to me, if you don't like it, don't look at it.
So hold on, no, this is different. They followed her kids. They said, we know how your kids get to school. We know what your kids look like. We know what school they go to. We will disfigure them with acid. And the investigative officer is going to be like, you don't like it, don't look at it. No, that's a serious threat at that point. They putting her all through Pornhub and stuff, man. Forget all that. The kids, they know where she figured out where she lived. They got the address. All of that is threatening. Telling somebody, hey, I don't agree with your lifestyle isn't threatening. Okay? All of this right here that she's describing, man, miss me with it, man. Ain't no way that cop really said that. Oh, I would sue. I would sue that police station. See, I don't know how the laws are in the UK. If this was America, that police station would have got sued. That person would have got sued. I would have hit them with so much legal BS. Oh, no. Everybody would have got it out of me.
And then they also said they weren't going to investigate any of like the pizzas that were being delivered because they said it wasn't a proportionate use of resources, even though a lot of businesses were losing money because someone was putting in malicious orders. They'd be, for cash on delivery, and then they weren't getting the money. And the delivery company, it was the internet platform Just Eat, wanted to work with the police to find the culprits. They had the IP address, and the police just were not interested. They weren't interested in working with the NSPCC. Somebody put in a false accusation that my husband was sort of abusing me and the children. They didn't investigate that and who'd done it. They had a cursory look at where the blog was hosted and thought, oh, well, we can't trace that, even though they had some suspects. And the suspects, I said, can't you seize the IT? Because it was very, very obvious who was involved. And they said, no, we only seize IT when it's really horrible crime like terrorism. So, basically they're saying that my sort of social media row with a very notorious transgender activist, they automatically treated him like he was the victim. He basically went to them with
It seems to be clear. It seems to be clear that the police are only interested in these cases, in these mean tweets. if a leftist activist is offended, if a mother of 5 is having these threats and harassment, that they're not investigating properly. Caroline Farrow, we'll speak to you again. Hopefully there is some justice for you. Thank you for joining me tonight. My next...
She needs all the justice in the world. That does not make sense to me. You have all that evidence of being threatened and followed and harassed, and the police are just like, whatever, not a big deal. Yet the trans activist is like, she's harassing me. Look at these mean things she said about me and my lifestyle. Oh yeah, we gotta go get her. We gotta go arrest her. Do y'all see what's happening? Everything, whatever the majority think is normal, they trying to push this to be normal. It's gonna happen, man. They gonna start taking everybody out one by one. It's gonna happen. You notice every time somebody preaches free speech and they get removed from YouTube, you see how they go straight to Rumble now? Because Rumble just allows anybody over there. Then you see how this is happening. This is in the UK. I wouldn't be surprised if this started being a thing some point in the next couple of years in the US, right? Because we're already doing goofy stuff over here in the US anyways. It's really going to turn to a point where if you don't agree with the majority, they're going to find a way to take you out. Unbelievable. If you want to see me react to more content just like this, let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss when I drop a video. If I have to miss a day, the only way I can update you is through my social media. So if you're not following me over there, go ahead and give me a follow. The link to that is in the description box right down below. And until next time, you already know who it is. It's Sang.